Okay, today is Friday, December 22nd, 2023. What time is it? Somewhere at 10:39 a.m. Central Standard Time. Why is that important? I don't know. I just always am curious how long ago it was when I have written something. Or, just stuff like that. Because it's like a mile marker in my life. This is my first actual intentional, kind of like a vlog, I guess, only I haven't found a site to put it on yet, other than upload it to my YouTube. So, I'm starting out doing this and I have no freaking clue what I'm doing, so bear with me. I don't know if this is going to be the only one or if I'm going to keep doing it. I just feel like I love to write. I think I'm pretty good at writing. A lot of people say I am. I write stories and poems and I just write me. But a lot of times I hide in writing because it's easier to untangle my thoughts that way, because when I talk about something, I get all twisted up in it, and I'm afraid that what I'm saying doesn't make sense. So this is a risk for me. Maybe it's a good one. We'll see. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Andrea. Want to know something about me? I have 2 children, a son and a daughter. I have 4 granddaughters. They're all teenagers and young adults, and I have a grandson. He's 5. He just turned 5. I'm absolutely crazy about that little boy, and I'm absolutely crazy about all of my granddaughters. I am not anywhere near old enough to be a great-grandmother. Not at all. But my oldest granddaughter started this trend in my life off. She's having twin girls, identical twin girls. They're due sometime in January. And I was over the moon about that because I never thought I'd live long enough to even be able to know my great-grandchildren. And then my second oldest granddaughter came up pregnant. So I'm going to have right now, as far as we know, at least 3 great-grandchildren in 2024. And that just blows my mind. I'm so happy about that. So, anyways, my dad died February 11th, 2022, I think. Yeah. Or was it 21? I don't know. That's terrible. I know, but I don't know. It just seems like he's been gone an eternity. It's been a couple of years anyways. And I miss him desperately. And every day I know he's with me. I feel him and I see him in the signs he sends me. But I miss him. I wish that I could pull up a video where he's talking randomly stupid crap like this right now with me, because at least I could hear his voice and see the essence of who he was that I remember, because I desperately miss him. So I'm going to make an attempt to do videos, and even if it's only for my kids when I'm dead someday and they'll finally go dig around in my blog, or they'll go look at my YouTube channel when I post things. Maybe someday they'll take the time to go look at them and remember me. That's assuming that they miss me. Oh, and by the way, I don't plan on dying anytime soon. I got way too much life to live. Got too much to look forward to. So, anyways, let me get on to the point of what I got on here for. I tend to be a pretty real person. I am what I am. You get what you get. What you see is what you get here. I'm not going to put any filters on. I just don't care. If you don't like the way I look, don't look. If you don't like what I have to say, shut it off. I don't give a crap about politics. I care about life. And I care about teaching my children and grandchildren the tools that I have to get through life, because I think that's the greatest call that I have in my life, is to at least try to give my little family things that I wasn't always given when I was growing up, and even as a young adult. I got sober when I was 23 years old. My sobriety date's July 5th, 1986. And for that, I'm truly grateful. And I go on rabbit trails. Sorry about this. The whole point of this video at this moment, ichigo iche, means we only have this moment, basically. I'm a part of a group called Gratitude Slam on Facebook, and when God or the universe or whatever led me to this group, I was in a very, very, very dark place. I'm one of those people that would never say the S word ever, but then you would read about me or see somebody on the news going, wow, I didn't know that she was that bad. I wish I would have known. I'm a very high-functioning person, if that makes any sense. I don't let people see the part of me that, the deepest parts of me sometimes, because I'm the oldest. In my family, I was always told, you're the oldest. You have to ... And so it's really hard when the messages in my life are never let them see you sweat. You take care of it. Nobody's going to take care of you. Take care of yourself. I get really fiercely independent when I'm hurting. I get closed in. And a survival mechanism as a child that I discovered in sobriety and my walk through sponsorship and the 12 steps and therapy and all kinds of things. I discovered alcohol helped me check out, and even if I didn't have alcohol, I would disassociate. I would shut down inside, and I was just numb, and I would blur through life, and I would, even in sobriety, make stupid decisions and choices. And I could tear my life down in one day just by numbing out. And I don't even need a drink or a drug for that. I just disassociate. So for me, I'm always fighting to stay here and present. And I don't know if that makes any sense to anybody, but it makes sense to me. Because as a child, I don't have a lot of memories because I wasn't present. And I had to do that to survive. But now, as an adult, I have learned that it's better to stay present. So, the question today in this group was, at what point do you need to ask for help? What do you do? And me, when I start feeling like I'm going to check out. Andrea, the lights are on and Andrea's not home, emotionally and spiritually and everything. When I feel like I'm heading toward disassociating, that's a huge red flag for me to reach out for help. And the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life is ask somebody to help me. Because I always thought if I ask you for help, there's a string, and I sometimes didn't like those strings. So, anyways, a few months ago, last summer, gosh, yeah, no, it was in August, sometime, I stumbled on this Gratitude Slam group, and Michael and Elizabeth are the coaches, and they had a little positive mindset virtual retreat, and it was like 3 days, and it was online, and I signed up for it. It was not too terribly expensive, and I had no clue what I was going to experience in this. And a lot of times in my life, I find that when something is so extremely important for my spiritual growth, every fiery dart in the world will get in the way. Everything will try to stop me from doing what I know God wants me to do at that moment. And so this happened with this retreat, and I had to dig in hard and just stand firm in my belief and purpose that I'm going to this retreat. The first day, and oh, by the way, I'm hearing impaired. That's another story for another day. I'm hearing impaired. The first day on Zoom, I couldn't get the sound to work. And I felt like so disconnected from everybody. And Elizabeth was so kind. She worked her butt off in the background and figured out a way to get it to where I could see it on Facebook Live, and at least I could hear it, but I couldn't participate. So I got through that. Next day I was like, okay, God, I'm going to get back on, even if I got to watch it on live, whatever. And lo and behold, it worked. And Michael and Elizabeth and everybody in this Zoom thing gave me so many tools or keys to put into my life. And we went through and we found a life purpose and all this stuff. But at one point, and I don't remember even how it happened now, but it was a very holy and very pivotal moment in my life. Michael's a coach, so he started asking me questions, and it had to do with me being numb and disassociated, because at that time I was very afraid that if I numbed out, I'd never come back, and that's not good, because I have children and grandchildren and soon coming great-grandchildren that I know, and my family. I'm not going to do that to them. I know suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. And so when Michael started coaching me on disassociation and stuff, the analogy that he gave me was middle C. I used to play the piano. I don't anymore, but when I was a kid, middle C on the piano is the key that's right in the middle. And to the right is all the high notes, and they're pretty and happy and joyful. And to the left are all the darker notes, the lower notes. And if I get disassociate, I get stuck on middle C, and all I have is ding, ding, just this one note. And it's very boring. But in order to not disassociate, I have to have all the notes. I have to have the high ones, the low ones, and everything in between. And as long as I can stay present and stay off middle C, I get to see and experience the beautiful orchestra that is life. Because even like in painting, I'm an artist, I paint, I write, I do all kinds of creative things. If I only use gray, my paintings would just be horrible if I'm just, blah. So I have to have every single color in the world to have the colors that make you feel energetic and happy, and the ones that go, ugh, kind of drab, but you need all that contrast and one color playing off another, and it becomes a beautiful tapestry. And I can look back and see that. And so that in my mind, I have that middle C picture because it saved my life. That's how, and by recognizing, okay, I'm on middle C, how do I get out of this? How do I get my music back? Another thing from Michael and the Lloyd program, Life on Your Terms program that I do, I will not let my music die inside of me. How am I going to get my music back? Well, I have tools. One of them is prayer and meditation, pivoting, which means when I recognize that I'm disassociating, I have a ritual that I do, and it's very personal to me, but it kind of helps me break out of that, and I'm no longer being sucked down. And I am so grateful, completely grateful to God first, to Gratitude Slam, and Michael Ian Cedar and Elizabeth Erad, and the coaches and the programs that I've attended with them, and what I call my tribe. They're angels in human form. And they don't know that they pulled me out of something that I was not going to come back from. And I haven't taken a drink or drug. It's not about that. I'm still sober after all these years, but boy, was I crazy. So, when I feel like I'm being sucked into disassociation, when I'm going to that place inside of me, no matter how I feel, I pick up the keys and the tools that I've been given from Gratitude Slam, from the 12 steps and 12 principles that I live in my life. And if I just stay in the moment, ichigo ichie, that's what Michael says all the time, which to me is just stay in the moment, stay in the now, be here now. If I do that 1 minute at a time, 1 hour at a time, 1 day at a time, eventually things are going to get better. And I'm here to tell you that if you will keep your eyes on the solution and magnify God more than you magnify the problem, make God 1 inch bigger than any problem you have, it will get better. And here I'm saying this when I got laid off last week. I don't have a job right before Christmas. I can't buy Christmas gifts for my family. It bothers me. I'm mad about it. I feel guilty and angry, but you know what? I'm also taking action. And one of those actions is telling people that I'm hurting And they know, the ones that know, they know. My inner circle is very small for a reason. And the people that are in it, I know God put there. And, but they know I'm accountable to them. And the difference today, even though I don't have a job, is I have hope. I have hope. And I know that everything's going to be okay, one way or the other. So, I'm sorry I'm rambling. I'm not professional at videoing anything, and I really don't care how it looks. I'm just me. This is me, my heart in the raw. To my children, Cedric, Alicia, my grandchildren, Destiny, Kaylee, Bella, Courtney, my soon-coming granddaughters, Lakeland and Sophia, and that little chicken nugget that's growing inside Kaylee right now. To my grandson, Michael, if I didn't say his name, to all my in-laws and outlaws, my husband, my mother, my stepmother, and even my daddy in heaven. I love you guys very much. And I want everybody to have a Merry Christmas. I want you to be happy. I want you to find joy in the moment and in the process of life. Because you all mean everything to me. And to my Gratitude Slam and Lloyd tribe, thank you for saving my life. I love you guys. Merry Christmas.